as the struggle this 20th May come for this year. Now the first year we don't see the political party them for back home, SDF in particular, and CPDM then come together, they come march for this 20th May celebration. We'll see say some few school them put on uniform where they no be them put them. So we'll see how things they change. And Ambazonia they will need to understand. See the way things they go within few years this struggle in no go deep. And I'm predicting say within 2 years. And then the talk the one now for discouraged person, I just talk the truth.
My country people them. So the 20th May 2024 celebrations, it don't come pass, and we don't display for una pictures, videos, the evidence where it come out from ground zero. Whether na from Boom, when at the place where Kapo the name come out, to Menji for Libialem, Bamenda, Commercial Avenue, Misaje, Donga Mantong, Mbengwe for Momo, Ndop for Ngoketunja, Tatum, and Kumbo for Bui Division, even Bakassi for Ndian, even Anthony Blinken, when at the Secretary of State for the United States, he don't send goodwill wishes for Cameroon. We don't see all of that evidence. But now this one is sweet me go past. Now the pictures and the videos, the way they come out from Bamuso inside Indian, for this 2024, Bamuso, they don't win the Blackest Black Leg Award for the celebration for 20th May 2024. Fantastic pictures them. The school picking them, the colors, the pump, the excitement, the jubilation. It was so fantastic. Second to Bamuso, Ibina Manfe, I be so impressed with the turnout for Manfe, the population. See how people did enjoy 20th May finally for the Anglophone zone.
After braving all the threats and call for boycott, the population massively turned out at the Ndop ceremonial ground to celebrate the 52nd edition of the National Unity Day on May 20, 2024, proof of the efforts put in place by the administration to bring back peace within Gokutunja Division in collaboration with the Defense and Security Forces who let the colorful march pass. The civilian march past saw primary and secondary schools, alongside other institutions operating within Ndop Central, march past the grandstand. The Cameroon's People Democratic Movement, the CPDM, was the lone political party that took part in the parade, this to the satisfaction of the senior divisional officer.
It is with a lot of happiness, a lot of satisfaction in their massive number, with a lot of pride. The population has turned up here with a lot of love, with a lot of patriotism, with a lot of happiness to show their attachment to the ideals of peace, to the ideals of unity, and to prove to the world that Gokutunja is vibrating.
On his part, the Member of Parliament for Ndop Center used the occasion to re-echo the call for peace and equally called on those still in the bushes to drop down their arms.
See how happy people are. They are in the bush doing what? Let them all come out. We are prepared to take them into us and inhabitate them and help them to become people of this nation, great nation. So I am only appealing to them to do that as fast as possible, because we do not want them to die. When they are all our children in the bush, even the head of state, President Paul does not want them to be killed. Because if President Paul wanted them to be killed, in 2 minutes, this thing would have ended in Northwest region. They say we should continue cajoling our children to come out of the field because they are all Cameroonians.
The divisional officer from Ndop Center was decorated by the senior divisional officer from Gokutunja Division in the name of the President of the Republic.
I hereby decorate you with the Knight of the National Order of Merit.
Prior to the D-Day, a long week activities took place comprising of a unity football game and handball game, a unity and peace sport walk around the streets of Ndop, and a socio-cultural jamboree and campfire at the eve of 20th May.
So we don't display all that evidence for una. Pictures, videos, where they happen live The amber sheet, no white blast, they not even come for can lie and for confuse people them. When I remember a few years ago, like for 2018, they be tell when I said the 20th May celebration, they be being a Bambileke people the way they carry them inside moto, they bring up a march for Bamenda. That is the lie they were saying for 2018. Those were the lies. But even now for 2024, we no day for them for even repeat those lies. Because the question is, how you could do carry 10,000 people them inside buses them? You don't even end only for Bamenda for Commercial Avenue. You carry them go for Zua, for Menchum. You carry them go for Ndop. You carry hundreds or thousands of people them. You go for Bali. You go for Manfe. You go all over the place only for go march for one day and then carry them past again. Who's are the bosses the day where they carry the people them? And who's are una be day where una say una control the territory? Who's are una be day for stop the bosses them? So now see, I'm saying their lies and their propaganda, they not the work anymore. So now why that way they not even bother for tell those lies anymore. They don't just accept defeat. They don't accept the reality. Say the Anglophone population, they want their lives back and they want normalcy and tranquility for come back in the Anglophone zone.
Because in truth, we have groups who are kidnapping because they have a camp of 500 fighters, 400 fighters. How do they feed? How do they feed? 400 fighters. How do they feed? They are forced to kidnap people to take money so that they can buy food, can buy donuts. And sometimes we don't even blame them. We don't even blame them. They are forced to do it. But I want to say, if you get any brother or sister, when an Amber boy or Amber girl or any relative, make sure say you send me this message. I will talk to that Amber boy is foolish. And I want to maintain that word, say it's foolish. I say you be foolish, and I will start that word, say you be foolish. And I want me any Amber boy hear me critically when I talk to you be foolish. I want to say all Ambazonia fighters say, when I take a small recess, when I think I'm very well, when I ask myself, say, who say all when I generals in day? Who say all when I commanders in day? The good ones, the brave ones have gone. And in most cases, they don't die, not because they like the public ambush them, or not because it was mean, but most often they don't die by the greediness, the foolishness, and the arguments of the diaspora. Most often they don't fall because of the greediness, the foolishness of the diaspora. And where they chop money, they don't provide enough weapons. And so it be very foolish. So I begin to tell you the truth. We have kept it for so long that these people can put their acts together. So because they can put their acts together, you must divorce from them. Yes, divorce from them. Divorce from this politician in the diaspora, people who call themselves politicians, people who are here to fit fat. Divorce from them. I told you we sleep well. Yeah. We sleep well. We go to work. Apart from those who don't go to work, we rely on money. We sleep well.
So the international media, they don't see these pictures and these videos and they understand the reality of what way they happen in the Anglophone zone. The Anglophones, they be held captive. The Anglophones, them now are hostages, where they be held hostage by the Ambazonia terrorists. The people, the way there is still fear for come out for can celebrate 20th May, 11 February, Women's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas Day, those people, them, they reduce in number every single day. And I go explain for now why. But before I want come for that, I want to understand how important it be, because this one translate to how the international community view what way it happen in the Anglophone zone. And this one, they talk directly to the appeasement people them. And the talking heads, the way they go talk for social media, where they call for dialogue and negotiation. So when they go as far as to try in their desperate attempts for blackmail the Cameroon government, say, for example, if Cameroon government no dialogue or negotiate, international community go do this. First thing first, now because the Cameroon government be legitimate and the Cameroon government is already doing what they can in their power for appease the Anglophone population, but we will never appease the Ambazonia terrorists. So the Anglophone population, they be held hostage. And the international community, they understand this fact and this reality. There is no appeasing or dialogue or negotiating with Ambazonia terrorists where it go free the Anglophones from this captivity and hostage situation where they under.
Our people have had enough of the war. We know that we cannot have independence in the immediate terms. Me, nobody don't lie you.
So the next question where you go ask me now, say, but countryman, now wait to make them with the achieve all these fine results. Population they come out, plenty people they come out now for come March of 2024. Where if we go back about 5 years ago, that population enough for come out. Two things that don't happen: sensitization and kumkumization. Now wait that way don't happen. We don't sensitize the general public, and we don't compromise the Amber terrorists the way they will make noise on Facebook, where they will threaten people them, they will put lockdowns and all of that nonsense. We don't silence them. Look at social media today. Who's the Eric Tator, Gary Master the day? Who's the Tapang Ivo the day? Who's the Capo Daniel the day? They don't surrender all. They don't run. All that noise makers them. We don't defeat them, whether not for social media or on the ground. Osa Oliver 33 Expo, Ayeke, Fonte Lucas, Mad Dog. The Mad Dog will be dinner for Bui. We be call himself say Johnny Mad Dog. Where real name na Desmond. Usa them day. Spirito. Usa No Pity. Usa the other one Cross and Die from Tanker. Usa a function no white blast smelly carcass or Guzang. We don't kill them all. And by so doing, we provide a conducive environment. The people, the way they be terrorize, they be threaten, and they be hold these people them, these villagers them hostage. Many of them don't be killed. And when they be neutralized and removed, we did put their carcasses in public for the way Amber no fit lie about the reality where they happen on the ground. So the population now they be reassured. Say we did bring peace and tranquility slowly but surely. So the reality now say, even though for some communities and people they still fear for go out now because they be held hostage.
Our people have had enough of the war. We know that we cannot have independence in the immediate terms. Me, nobody don't lie you.
The Anglophone population, they don't be tired of Ambazonia terrorism. If you ask the vast majority of Anglophones them today, they know will tell you say they want to change the form of state. They need to still agitate for independence, federation, or anything like that. Anglophones, they just want to get their peace back. And now why the way they tell one openly, say we want peace. We want peace. Anglophones, they need to agitate for independence, separation, or change of the form of state anymore. Because Anglophones, they don't tire. Anglophones, they want their lives back. Anglophones, they want for be able for celebrate 20th May, for celebrate Youth Day, for celebrate Valentine's Day, Women's Day, Christmas, and New Year. Anglophones, they don't tire. But the Ambazonia terrorists, they hold them hostage. That is the situation, that is the reality of what way it happened on the ground.
Now, let me begin with the blacklegs. The official blacklegs that you won't know. He's the one who calls himself my country, people of them. This one, listen, that is why we must be very careful how we fight him.
Lesson number one. Lesson number one. This video where country people do am. Now God sending me do the video. When I always say, oh, I want to, oh, country people. Lesson number one, my country people talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So, Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
Another point where I want to make a phone and I say, 20th May, it happen every single year. Where it means that we don't already know exactly when the next National Day celebration go happen. We know exactly the venue, the location, who's how they go celebrate them. For Bamenda, it go then for Grandstand, for Commercial Avenue. The same thing for Kumba, the same thing for Mafe, the same thing for Boya, the same thing for Batibo from Bengui, and everywhere else. We know the venue years in advance. We know exactly the time, the date. We know exactly who could there for day. The governor of Northwest, it could there for Bamenda. The governor of Southwest, it could there for Boya. We get the SDO for Meme, it could there for Kumba for Grandstand. We get the SDO for Momo, it could there from Bengui for Grandstand. So we know this. And then the Amber shit, no why blast the way they talk saying that them control the territory. They talk about liberated areas them. Now which territory will not control them? Wait, for all these years, for tell now how incompetent, how ineffective, how ridiculous and stupid they be. 7 to 8 years later, when we talk say we fight for liberate una territory, we talk say now we control una territory. An event where it be planned 7 years ago. When I been no say 20th May 2024 go happen exactly on the 20th of May 2024. When I been know the date. And when I not get the capability, even just for disturb, Master man contribute them, even just for disturb, they no fit disturb. Now for tell when how inadequate they be for create any impact inside Cameroon. They be useless. My contribute them. Now wait that way the ambush no white blast terrorists they be. 7 to 8 years later, when I no fit even disturb. I mean just for disturb. As a matter of fact, for 2018-19, they be fit even disturb. Because the reality now say, many people, they nobody attend these 20th May celebrations them in many villages and towns and subdivisions them in Anglophone zone. That is the truth. So now why do I tell now say, when I know if it really go back in time, if you go back in time, go compare what the way 20th May celebration will look like for Kumbo, and then compare and what it will look like today for 2024, you could say and say we get about 2,000% increase in turnout. Yes, that is the progress we've made in a few short years. See the difference with what they happen for Manfe all over the Anglophone zone. The reality now said the Anglophones that become more emboldened for come out outside because they would kill the terrorists them and because of the sensitization where we make them. That is the truth. That is the reality. We are making progress. Of course, we never achieve 100% success, but at the guarantee winner, even the biggest detractors, the biggest enemies of the republic, the biggest haters, even the ambush no white terrorists themselves, they go tell winner, say Cameroon government don't make a lot of progress in the past few years. Them, they turn out na evidence for una. The population they come out, they march with their CPDM uniform, they march with their SDF uniform, they march with their school uniforms. Them, no man they fear amber anymore. Well, a few they still fear amber. That is the reality. But the vast majority of the population now they just want their lives back, and the amber terrorists they hold them hostage. So that is the reality where they happen in the Anglophone zone today, and the evidence is being laid for una for Siam for this 20th May festivity we don't pass, and I guarantee una say next year for 20th May more and more people they go march, more and more people they go take part for that 20th May celebration. As all the events that happen, more and more people that become involved because Ambazonia terrorism it die they go, they die they go, they die they go, and one day when I go just woke up when I no go hear amber again. But when I always can't talk about say, well, but countryman, they don't kill governor. Well, of course, they don't kill governor for Facebook, no. Those were all lies.
I have said, if you put Chris Animal and Pompea and have a gun with one bullet, what I will do, I will gun down Chris Animal first with that bullet and deal with Pompea later. Because he's a chief manipulator, he's a chief liar, he's the one who has delayed every time we want to focus on the goal. He will come out with different, and Sako Samuel is the one who is cloning him. And so, even if Sako gives the order or not, Sako is involved. And so Sako Samuel is the number 2 second chief in Libya. They sit there in Maryland, they move around in hotels, they sex girls, they eat money, they do all kinds of terrible things. Because these people will pay. And I've said, the one here in UK who call themselves whiskers, if they don't reveal these people who these 23 guys, 22 or so, if they don't reveal them by Monday, then they will see the other side of the force of patriots in Amazonia. They will see it. They will see it. I have said, we will not fight. Listen, Chacha will stay there and keep fighting. We will not push our boys on ground zone to fight among themselves. We, the example, we will not fight amongst ourselves, and the strong will survive. If you're strong, I'm bad for you. If I'm strong, you're bad for me. Take over.
And no says more when I go talk say no, but countryman, they don't kill some mayor for some place or they don't kill some delegate. Yes. Remember the 6 divisional delegates who they be killing from Dian? It be stop all things for Cameroon, it be move Pobia for Chie. What did they achieve? As a matter of fact, those 6 divisional delegates where they be killing from Dian, they were all Anglophones, killed by Anglophones. The only thing where the Amber terrorists they achieve and by doing that, now forget more blacklegs and very negative international press, very negative, targeting Anglophone civilian population. So they don't lose the leverage. Now, they don't fit talk against it, so they fight for the Anglophone population. They don't fit talk against it, so they are fighting for defend the rights of Anglophones. Because the reality, now say they are killing Anglophones. That is all they have achieved. Making more blacklegs and also proving us the blacklegs right. Say it is so, the vast majority of the Anglophones, they know they're with them. Now, why that way they can't target the Anglophones them? And also, the insecurity where it is in the Anglophone zone now should be expected, and it not go end anytime soon. When we buy guns, give the most poorly educated shit, no why blast them. Call them, say generals them. When I destabilize our own territory, when I even come up with a slogan and a policy to make your territory ungovernable, that is exactly what you get. When you make this picking them, you sponsor their drug addiction. They are high on drugs half of the time. Guess what? It not be easy for them for kick that habit of drug addiction. So guess what? For the next 20 years, just like how Biafra or Nigeria, the eastern part of Nigeria, it will still suffer the consequences of the Biafran war till today. Who sound think say these Amba terrorists, they learn this nonsense. Oh, Ekelebe, where them day with jam. Who sound think say they go buy the drugs? Who sound think say they go buy the weapons them? AK-47, they flop for Nigeria like how Sansan flop for Sahara Desert. Partly because of the Biafra war. It creates instability. It creates a vast population where they will be uneducated, poorly educated, orphan picking them, unwanted pregnancies them, low economic turnout. All of those things them are recipe for disaster where they haunt the eastern part of Nigeria till today. Now, why that way kidnapping for ransom? Now, a whole career, people they did for Nigeria way for their CV, their curriculum vitae, or their resume, or even their business cards them, they write down for day, or their identity card. They say, what is your profession? They say kidnapping for ransom. Because it is a job description in Nigeria. They kidnap all man from Nigeria, kidnap plus governors of states and their local authorities them. They kidnap them every single day for the eastern part of Nigeria. It is a business. Nigeria get high level of criminality, partly because of that Biafra war. So make una no worry. I mean, just imagine, say, in 6 or 7 years going, wait till be ambush, no why blast their capability. They will kind of glad they don't kill mayor. They don't kill wait 5 mayors them in 7 years. Out of how many mayors the way they did in the Anglophone zone? They did more than 80 something mayors them. They don't kill wait 5 in 7 years. Where it means that their average not even reach up to 1 mayor a year. You know, say people the day where they even thank God say they kill that mayor, they queue up for go contest for take that position, we be take them. You don't know. That way they be kill that mayor, we be there teacher for Goketunja. They wait me, I be tell una. I be tell una say this is not the first and it not go be the last. Because for as long as those terrorists they get guns, even a broken clock can tell the right time twice a day. Even a stray bullet, it go hit some person. That is the risk you take when you give weapons to poorly educated shit, no white blast, unleash them into your community. It will bring about violence, insecurity, and this kind of madness for a very long time. For the next 20 years, when I should expect, say, these kind of things that go happen from time to time. This is the new normal in the Anglophone zone. If we not be normal, we know today. This is the new normal. Normalcy, it don't already return for the vast majority of the Anglophone zone. So what really happen now is the new normal. People, the way they talk, when I thank when I heaven, say, Amba, not even get the capability for get the so-called independence. Because if they get the capability and they get the independence, go ask South Sudan. Because South Sudan could be a model civilization compared to the Ambazonia terrorists. South Sudan self, they are doing better than what we Amba for B. South Sudan, they get their independence. 2 years later, they go back into civil war. Now, South Sudan don't even be capable for celebrate their Independence Day because they don't get the resources. They don't get the financial resources just for throwing a small party for celebrate their independence. The independence where they fight for 22 years. They get the independence, but today they regret the independence. They say better, we not for fight all that fight. We for still there alive, we for get small development, we are beginning there for go school, we for be civilized, and all those millions of people the way they kill them, they not for kill them. They for be part of one Sudan. They regret. Themselves, they shouldn't calculate say this. So I think it's been at 2019. The government of South Sudan, we get 5 presidents. The government for South Sudan, it talks say this. So the plan where they go get them for throw away even a small party for celebrate their national day, their Independence Day. It will cost about £2 million. £2 million, no be plenty money for a country. And they look at their coffers, they don't get them the £2 million. They don't get them the £2 million, which is all about 2 point something million US dollars. It is chicken change. That's the amount of money way, the amount of kind money way. One secondary school, lycée the Etugebe, it is spend na ye budget for like 2 months. Yes, now the kind of money that way lycée the Etugebe school for Cameroon go spend them like 2 months. That's the kind of money the whole country of South Sudan, they don't get them just for celebrate their national day. They don't have. So when I thank on heaven, say Ambashi, no white blast, they never get the so-called independence. Because the war with for day, the starvation, the wickedness, the killings, the instability, the insecurity way for day. This is the new normal when I enjoy them. Now we Anglophones will carry our money, buy the software with the software. So you know if you blame no man. You feel try as you like for blame another person. No na poor be talk say make your territory ungovernable. You feel try as much as you want. No francophone man. No be talk say na Gary picking the way they want for go for school. No francophone man don't ever come burn schools inside Anglophone zone. Anglophones did that by themselves. And you where you go talk say this so no me I no be demi day or I no be do me. The question for you now say what did you do? When you be the hear the Eric Tato them, the Tapang Ivos them, the Sako Ekome them, the Chris Anu them, they can't talk to me, the Gary this devastation. We want to devastate Boya, we want to devastate Kumba, devastate Bamenda. What did you do when they were saying all those things? Gary this, Gary that, lockdown here, lockdown there. Say United Nations, they come ban the school year. They made all those proclamations, declarations, and all those lies. What did you do? That is the question, because you supported it with your silence. The few people, the way they be stand up, did you back them up? No. When I leave them, isolate them, call them, say they be Sardinat or they be government people, they be CPDM. You did talk because you be government worker. You did talk because say you be CPDM. You did talk because now you did enjoy for the regime. Okay, oh. Now all Anglophones they suffer. No mean only the CPDM. As a matter of fact, CPDM it don't benefit from Ambazonia terrorism. The biggest, highest beneficiary of Ambazonia terrorism, now President Paul Biya. The second biggest, highest beneficiary for Ambazonia terrorism, now CPDM as a political party. The third biggest, highest beneficiary of Ambazonia terrorism, now Francophones. And the fourth biggest, highest beneficiary of the Ambazonia terrorism, now the Anglophone elites. That is how Ambazonia terrorism don't come. And then the least, now the Anglophone population. The people, the way they become the march on the 22nd of September 2017, now them, they suffer the brunt of the stupidity and their madness. And now them, today they talk about one piece. They talk no, we don't even want with the form of state. We don't even want federation. We don't even want nothing. We just want our peace back. Because they now wanna create the Ambazonia terrorism and now wanna they suffer the consequences of Ambazonia terrorism. And that is exactly how it is supposed to be. We don't want it to be that way, but guess what? When you don't already open the genie or you don't unleash the dragon, then you must enjoy the fire where the dragon bring up, because the fire they breathe, or the dragon they breathe in the fire, and the dragon must breathe. So when you unleash the dragon, be prepared for burn. And Anglophones, they don't unleash the dragon. Now they suffer the fire. The good news now say not only we Anglophones them will get the antidote. Not only we get the solution for resolve the Ambazonia terrorism problem when now we create them. And now why that way I always tell you for differentiate between Anglophone crisis and Ambazonia terrorism. If you believe, say Anglophones they get problem for Cameroon, that is the Anglophone crisis. But now the Anglophones now them create Ambazonia terrorism. They move their money for their pocket, create them. You know if you blame no man for that one. Thank you plenty my country people them.
That means the Anglophone, people of West Cameroon, are the legal name for our territory right now as we talk. Because the United Nations, you know that name say Ambazonia. No person, nobody recognize that name say Ambazonia as a country. So they know we like people for West Cameroon and Anglophones. Because for Cameroon, when I say we get northwest, southwest, that means we'll be in west. So officially, we are not Ambazonians. Ambazonian are an aspirational name. We are Anglophones. We are people of West Cameroon. With the right petition for United Nations, right and for up and down, no man did even reply we. Why? Because the thing that will be the talkam, it no be in conformity with international law, so will be considered as outlaw, like trying to create a country where it no be the exist. The demand for independence it no still be possible because will be the demand independent will be the hope saying that two things they go fit give with the independence. One, liberation by force. Two, by recognition. And we'll not say those two them it no still be possible. It no be possible for we for free our land by our own power. As a matter of fact, we done lost more control for our land than we get them in the peak of our struggle. Cameroon, their military posts, they ran double, and we expect say their new recruitment where they go make them this end of the year, it will even put us in a more difficult situation. So it not be possible for we to get independence, so there is no need for we for acts independent. Number two thing, when we acts independent, it instead help na poor beer. Why? Because poor beer it make now it use them for block any international pressure. Because it go talk say any man where they want talk anything about this struggle, it means say it is support na independence. Because the people the way they fight for this struggle, they want na only independence. And Paul Biya know very well say independence nothing way no man no like him, and it be very hard for make a case for independence. So it use independence for his own favor. Number two, it use independence demand by we for rally the Cameroonians them against we, especially the Francophones and the other opposition them for the northern part of Cameroon, because no Francophone, no one may go separate. So for ye na a rally point where the hella be for a campaign, it hella be keep the country together. Our people them then express themselves through this organization, say they don't be tired of the war, they don't be confused, and they don't be dissolution. The promises will make them 7 years ago will never be able to accomplish that promises, will be divided, and our population they want a just peace.
We must tender an apology letter to Mr. Paul Biya. This is Tapan Ivo saying it. We have to tender an apology letter to Mr. Paul Biya, and I will personally deliver the letter. We cannot sit and watch our own people being slaughtered like goats. Una want fight La Republique. Una no get guns. Una no get weapons. And you have interests in La Republique du Cameroon. And you don't want your business interests to be touched. And most of you are the leaders of Ambazonia. I know them. The independence is not coming this year or next year.
Okay, some people they can't tell we say this. So me they give them $2 million. Me they give them $2 million. They go take we go boya in 12 months. My brother, my sister. You, me and you will not be even asked to accept the question. Say, how possible is this? We did not ask ourselves this critical question. That how possible is it that with $2 million somebody will take us to boya in 12 months? It was because of our desperation. It was because we were desperate. We be suffer. And any man we become object. Any man we become talk say this, so that other man talk. It no be possible. We go call the man say be La Republic agent. We go talk say the man na black leg. Exactly.
Desperate moments require desperate measures. And we are truly desperate.
My people them and desperation. My people them and desperation. It don't become so terrible. Say what people they want and only for the year the things the way it please them. What people they want for only the year and the things the way go make and make them be happy. They want prosperity messages. Our people they don't be so desperate for freedom. They don't suffer so they don't die for some kind of level way. If they don't hear nothing way it please them, they don't care for check them even a true or a lie. I no go ever succumb to lies. Falsehood don't destroy we as far in the deepest part of our inner core. Now you are the talker for at this particular time.
I want to say, people every tattoo be worse than the devil. Every tattoo. That idiot, that fool, it be worse than the devil. And I will prove for now. How person for the revolution? I put the video for screen and see am phone. I will know it at the top. When I just give me a second, let me put this video on the screen. When I say when I take eye chop Christmas because when some of you want to talk, when I say Mr. Nancho, be just talk. When I see am, when I hear. Now, when I take eye watch.
The same way they call me back. Sako na number one enemy for the revolution. May be very clear. In the same way you treat Pobia, if you see Pobia and Sako, finish with Sako first. Because Sako was, a jobless man. We should be clear. I don't get no tendency, no compassion, no possibility to be concerned with Sako. Me that be clear. Me not say no mommy call me. If you see
when I hear, fellow Ambazonia said, when I hear which way this beef to talk. He say, if you see Pobia and you see Sako, may you kill Sako. When I hear it come out, by the way, not that the first time we hear the kind of talk for the revolution. Mark Berata, they don't talk and say the give gun where one catch inside. You put Sako, you put Pobia. He say you go shoot Sako in left Pobia, then you Pobia later. Tapan Ivo talk the same thing. So if you put Sako, you put Pobia, he go shoot Sako in left Pobia. Now, this Sumbo from Maryland, he can talk the same thing. When I hear again.
No problem. Now I get good heart. Me, my heart already hardened against that criminal. Yes. The same way they call me back. Sako na number one enemy for the revolution. May be very clear. In the same way you treat Pobia, if you see Pobia and Sako, finish with Sako first.
When I hear, when I see devil, now Amazonians, they make some man keep Pobia for them. Then you will get gone, you get the opportunity for keep Pobia. When I hear to this idiot, this frustrated baboon, Murun, in the talk.
Now, you hear us calling Sako and the rest con men. We call them 419ers. We call them all sort of names. Can you imagine somebody that is called a man of God fabricating these kind of lies? When you see a person who is able to stand before thousands of people and fabricate stuff like this, that person is capable of everything. And that's why we call them con men. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we call them con men. Don't call them pastors. Don't call them Christians. Don't call them believers. They are con men. The same con man. The same con man, ladies and gentlemen. Many of you have asked the question, how come Secretary Chris just turned away from Sako and started talking ill of him? Because he played the same con on yours truly.
Sako because that thief got him money. He no fear God. The man thief church money. He no fear God. That wubuna. No, give me an excuse. Ambazonia, I know why you excuse. Who be you? If Sako thief got him money, it thief him. Yeah. I said money for church. Where they say Sako thief got him money. Papa got for heaven. Sako thief him. Money for church they give me go put for bank. Sako thief the money. They put it for backbench for church. They stop for pay house rent. Church stop for pay house rent. Sako no fear for thief. Papa got for heaven in money. There will be you. Ambazonia, what will be the thing? Will be the carry Sako put it for chair as president? Will the tell presidential basket? When I ask yourself, say, which man come with the idea of presidential basket? And who said that money for presidential basket go? Today. You'll get $1,000. You am going to give up your account. You'll say, oh, let me take 200 and give to the presidential basket for my able president. Who said the money day? If man fit thief church money, Papa got him money, offering, tithes, he thief him. He made like this, he take the thing so he put it for pocket. Now Amazonia money no thief. Now answer me. Now when money he go fear for thief. Well, as I do for you something I never I don't feel I fear. Even Satan, I tell the truth. Even devil, Satan for hello. Satan know which way God will do it. Satan the fear. Satan cannot touch God's money. Why? They say if Satan if it thief money, Satan never just go for church, go thief all money for church. If he pass now through other people, then push them and say, go thief him, go thief him. Because he says Satan the fear for thief. See what Satan no fit do, Sako do. Sako thief money for church money. When I hear tapo and know you since for 2000 and something, I put know you. When I hear story now, my tell something. In the next days and months ahead, when I go here, people will be coming up now to bring testimonies against Sako with facts.
Pain. In fact, this thing called IG, it has killed our boys more than the way First Cameroon has killed our boys. That is the truth. That's the truth. Look at Mbui, how the so-called IG forces in Mbui took ADF guys and killed them just like that. Then Sako comes out and say we should ask First Cameroon. So just imagine. So please, to conclude this show,
I be don't predict the end of Ambazonia terrorism. Say na November 2019, Amba terrorism it go end. But when I no be understand why I be talk so. When I go check am, it there for YouTube. I be post am for day. Early 2019, I be come with a prediction. Say the Ambazonia terrorism it go end for 2019, and when I no be know why. Today for 2024. When I see them say the Amber terrorists themselves, they can't confess them for una. Say their revolution it be end now since 2019. Ma tell una, we where will be educated, we fit see some things them where it go happen even before it happen. You fit predict the future. That one no be na prophecy. That one no be na magic. Now just say you dey look at the trajectory, the direction where something they go, and you go fit predict who's how way it go end up. That is all I did. Because the reality I say, for 2016-17, the Anglophones they be wake up without understanding what they were agitating for. They call for separation, they call for federation or whatever which way they will do. They come out the march. They give guns to the poorly educated. Which way me I be see I be fit see into the future. Now say the ideology for Ambazonia terrorism it will be defeated by the end of 2019. And by the beginning of 2020, where they go remain a picking them way, they out there, where they be trapped into the whole circle of violence, drug addiction, and the quest for make a living using those guns. Those picking they go continue. It no mean say Ambazonia ideology go continue. It no mean say Ambazonia go to gain grounds. From the beginning of 2020, all way it don't happen for this Ambazonia ideology now say it don't die. It not die instantly, just like how the whole Ambazonia ideology it not be born instantly as well. It don't take a while. The name say Ambazonia. Now since 1984, the coin them. Remember that 1984. It take them till 1995 for go for United Nations, come out for day, even John Gofoncha go for day, and some other one them, even Dr. Simon Munzu be part of the delegation. When they come back, they form the SCNC and all of those things. Them that was the creation of this Ambazonia nonsense. It built up over a long period of time, over decades. So for the conception of Ambazonia terrorism, it no be instant. It be take a long while. And the destruction of Ambazonia terrorism, it no go be an instant something. It no go be, as I always tell you, no magic button, no the way you go press them, and then Ambazonia terrorism it go end. That's not how it works. It could be a gradual, slow, painful process where many of them go realize that Ambazonia don't fail at different stages. It's just like how human beings today you get the stage of grief, you get the stage of denial, then you get the stage of finally acceptance, and then you get the other stages them. Now so too the whole Ambazonia nonsense it will go through different stages them. And different Anglophones, they go through all the different stages them at different times. Now, why do I want to say and say, people like Nambere, they surrender since 2019. The other one, them like Shina Rambo, they surrender now for 2023. And then you get the ones, them like Eric Tato, where they be there for Facebook, they surrender at different times. Capo Daniel surrender now 2023, while Eric Tato be don't come in for the nonsense and Tapang Ivo and the rest, they leave them at different periods of time. So they arrive at the conclusion, say they don't fail at different intervals. But me, I don't see the failure. The point where they fail was around November 2019. From then, hence, Ambazonia was just the pretext, the excuse where criminals they be use them for continue kidnapping for ransoms, and politicians, failed politicians, they use the same pretext for make their money. Even the ones that they be there for social media, they use Ambazonia for make money, for raise money, for make themselves become famous, for try for negotiate with Cameroon government, for try for make themselves, get political expediency and all of those things. Them, all of those people, them now, they realize sooner or later, say Ambazonia nonsense, it don't fail. They be get different stages at which they realize them, but I be don't predict them. Today for 2024, the same amber fools them, they can't confess them for una. When I listen to Capo Daniel, it tell una, say the peak of their nonsense be been at 2018, 2019. That is the truth. And now wait that way me I be tell una. And that is when I started this black legism. Ma tell una, that's when country people it be start at the peak of Ambazonia terrorism. For tell una how man pikin it get canas, man pikin get courage. And not be wait for make Ambazonia die and make it become irrelevant before I start the fight them. No. Now we at the peak of the madness jump inside the matter for chakra them. And since we will enter inside the matter, una see how their decline is start.
$1 get value. When I'm saying how we don't raise close to $21,000 for Watana Wata in the space of 1.5 months. For take out ADF, because even for take out ADF, because ADF to the block we. I know we head up for now. We don't raise more than 21,000 before one start the project for, and we see come up for more. Now a project for we youth, we don't tire ADF. We don't tire them. We don't tire ADF. We don't tire them. We say the element were beginning to die. So Southern Cameroonians, you have to know what you pass outside. No be lie. Sudan go small. From which I see for ground. Saudi Sudan go small. That one must not be lie. It like una hear the truth, it bite una belly. Una want die, una die. I don't care. I'm saying it like this. And that's the truth. There will not be no Ambazonia. There will never be any Ambazonia. There will never be any Ambazonia. Get it for me. Go behind and go and make any audio. But I'm telling you the truth. The interests of the civilians were not protected. The interests of the people were not protected. What revolution are we fighting for when the people are not protected? Tell me. There will not be no Ambazonia.
In fact, this thing called IG, it has killed our boys more than the way First Cameroon has killed our boys. That is the truth. That's the truth. Look at how the so-called IG forces in Bui took ADF guys and killed them just like that. Then Sako comes out and say we should ask First Cameroon. So just imagine. So please, to conclude this show,
no be military killed commando. No be military kill commando. Now, the bullet where he kill commando, na spiritual bullet. If most of una hear this audio, it is sure say, even though they never know if na fighter, but they say the place was clear. They be don't do their show, everywhere be they clear there was no military. They don't know play where the bullet come out. They don't know play where the bullet come out. They say the fighters, and now whether if na military man be kill commando, like as they be shooting for that place, the military man for no play where they take the dead body go.
That secessionists are now finger choppers and threats to children in Ambazonia. With that kind of mentality, from Human Rights Watch, that is very credible. One of the organizations I wish I can ever work there. Human Rights Watch writing about that against us. Tell me how we can do a damage control or how we can ever win and get back our independence. No matter what we do, even if we take over Boya, Bamenda, Mutengene and the rest, no country will sign for our independence. That's the reality, and that's how we look at things. If we continue this mentality in this revolution, believe me, we will never get independence. Look, I'm speaking here honestly, and I'll call names. I'll have to get into Ayepa, I'll get into Akanga, I'll get into Sako, I'll get into Chris Anu.
Another point where they themselves they make them now for 2024, where we not get to pay attention to Naseweti. Ambazonia terrorism will not be defeated by the Cameroon government. They implode. It means that themselves they destroy themselves, which is fantastic. When I go understand, say that has been my strategy from the very first day. The strategy was not for the Cameroon government for defeat Ambazonia terrorism, and I go explain for now why. When we something it die from within, that thing it no go fit ever germinate, it no go fit ever grow, it no go fit ever surface again. If na an external force it can't destroy something, then that thing it get a chance of resurrection. But if that thing, if not the Anglophones themselves, they start the Ambazonia terrorism, and the same Anglophones they decide, say the Ambazonia terrorism no be good for them, and the Anglophones themselves they destroy that which they created, then those same Anglophones they no go ever think about bringing that nonsense again, because they know the destruction will cause them, and they know how hard themselves they work for destroy them, so they no go fit ever allow that thing make it happen again. So this is the last where we ever hear about Ambazonia. It is done, and they know it. And now why that way they be so desperate? They want to achieve or for gain something before it disappear, because this is it. There will be no generation again where go ever come up with this nonsense, say Ambazonia, because now something where it be bad to the Anglophones. Now Anglophones they create them, and the Anglophones they destroy them. I don't always tell when I say Cameroon government no they fight Ambazonia terrorism, right? I get mixed feelings about that reality. Yes, we want Cameroon government for actively engage in destroying Ambazonia terrorism because we need it to be destroyed quicker. But at the same time, I understand, say, if Cameroon government or the Cameroon military it defeat Ambazonia terrorism, then Anglophones the day where they go feel aggrieved, saying that an external force it don't can destroy something where them create them. So they go try for revive them. They go try for resurface the whole nonsense in the future at a later date. But the reality in Nasibiti, Cameroon military don't play a passive role in the destruction of Ambazonia terrorism. They lay back until when the Anglophones they call the Cameroon military before the military is step in. And now why that when I say and say this, so it be so fantastic. Say many of the Ambashi no white blast terrorists, the way they be kumkumized by the Anglophones. General Chacha, na Anglophones the killie. General Wolf, na so Amba versus Amba. Insobu, na Amba versus Amba. Fonte Lucas for Bamenda, na cross and die killie. And I don't see videos the way cross and die, but don't catch it before, but they make and they leave it. Oliver 33 export for Lebia Lemde. Na who killie? Na so Red Dragon picking the way they surrender go for DT Center for Boya. Cameroon government no they fight Ambazonia terrorism. Even no pity. They kill it for Baba one from Koketunja. The police, the way they be killing, they don't even know who they kill them. Because they no be go out for go find no pity. They no be go out for go kill it. They can't shoot off for corner road, they launch attack for attack Cameroon military. The military kill them, they should shoot them. Now why the way the video where when I see them, they put them out there, they police the officers the way they shoot and kill them, they no be even know who they kill them. Now why the way you die body, when I no be see them, they display them in public. Ma tell una, and now based on this reality, where when I hear even the Amber terrorists themselves, like Mark Barretta be talk and say, in truth, the vast majority or the majority of the Amber terrorists that have been killed by the same Ambazonia terrorism. Now for tell una say the reality, where me I don't always tell una, now say Ambazonia terrorists, they go implode, they go kill themselves. Not only Anglophones, they go destroy Ambazonia terrorism, and that is what is supposed to happen, because we don't want this nonsense make it repeat itself ever again in the future. When Anglophones they create their terrorism, they suffer the consequences of the terrorism, and then them decide for destroy the terrorism, they go make sure say it no ever happen again. My country people them. Una listen. I go play for una videos. The one they were just quote them now. for Tapang Ivo where they talk. For where Tapang Ivo they call them terrorists. I go play for una videos, evidence. For Mark Barretta where they talk. I go play for una evidence. Una listen for the videos I go show for una at the end of this video.
In fact, this is called IG. It has killed our boys more than the way First Cameroon has killed our boys. That is the truth. That's the truth. Look at Mbui, how the so-called IG forces in Mbui took ADF guys and killed them just like that. Then Sako comes out and say we should ask First Cameroon. So just imagine. So please, to conclude this show.
Lesson number one. Lesson number one. This video where country people do am. Now God sending me do the video. When I always say, oh, I want to, country people. Lesson number one, my country people talk about it. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. You listen to the video, it tells a lot of things. That's what my country people have told people. I'll play the video when I wait. Very important. Now start back from the beginning. Muna here again. Kunkumaster the kind of way it work with the Cameroon government. It don't confirm them for this video. So this one, nothing way all una don't forget sense. So one thank my country people and all the other soldiers and say, so God bless you. We'll continue to listen to this video. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
Una don't forget about independence. At the time of fact, una forget about independence. Ambazonia is done. All the sacrifices are gone for nothing. Una feel say a joke. Person they come pretend for una front. Una feel say why Sako City for dinner because he get popularity. Una feel say why Bo Hebert come up for can join hand with Sako. Una feel say Kumeta Ebis where he come for APNC. He can't tell una has Sako and thief money. Thief money sute me them fire, me them put for prison. The same Kumeta, he can't do work about Sako back. When I feel say Sako don't convince him now some argument or proof for he say innovative money. No, wait till they don't show in the corruption for poor and the money way he did for the struggle. Where they don't show and say Kumeta can't take your own. Cash you don't follow the thing will go to me the struggle will go end because no people they feel resist that money. Now people they want quick fix. After all, they first get that hatred they had against Ayabacho. So, like the Republic of Cameroon, they use those ones as a leverage for lure those people into their plan B where they get Ambazonia. And then, what people then sheepishly they follow them. So, and I made this tell now again one more time. My job now for take the camel and the donkey go to Mbokona water. Whether I go drink water or na isabi. Now na sabi Ambazonia. Now na sabi. The first time I came out to say that Sako is a scammer, it was so shocking to a lot of people who actually believe what I was saying, but said that I should not say it anyway. People believe what I said, but they say you should not say it. That is not how you should say it. You should say it in another way. There is no soft landing. We must be able to disregard, undermine, and kick out Sako and Chris Ano. These are people working for La Republique. You have heard report about the money they saw in his mother's house. You think it's a joke. Everything for we na joke na play. Everything na play. Na conspiracy, na theory. Conspiracy just means na planning. So at the tell na Ambazonia. At the tell na. Whether una feel na negative rhetoric or na witty or na this because una own say more become please people, more the fear for talk the truth for people, the more fear for challenge people them. Yeah, somebody said I speak hate, not truth. I understand that for some people who are suffering from the Zamzam virus, truth is considered as hate. Look at Eric Tato. He was somebody who was fighting me, insulting me for saying Sako is a scam, for saying Sako is an embezzler, Sako is a con man. He was fighting me day out, day in. And the same person was saying Ayabacho is a scam, Ayabacho is this and that. The same person, and you people were following him. Today he's saying the same thing and you come and tell me that the truth is hate. Because you are suffering from a Zamzam virus. You are suffering from the wicked black man syndrome that most Africans are suffering from. If we are on that standard, then we cannot even ask for pure independence or pure freedom. Because we are not ready for that if our mindset is like that. If our mindset is that we are afraid to take challenge, then we cannot succeed, because the international community do not hear all those arguments. They have tried to use military, it didn't work. They are now using one of ours, Chris Anu and Samuel Sako. Whether you like them or not, they are working for La République du Cameroon. They have compromised our independence. They want something less. They are doing it the wrong way. Even if a leader wants to have a compromise on the negotiation table, you have to do it in a transparent manner, in an honest manner. You don't have to run anybody under the bus. They want to frame Ayabacho, the ADF and the AGOPC as terrorists, as extremist forces, so that they are going to sell them to gain the special status that Paul Biya have promised them.
Right now, we do understand and accept that independence by liberation have failed. There is also no feasibility for any recognition of Ambazonian independence. The only thing we can do is to ask for self-governance. One Cameroon, two people, where both Francophones and Anglophones, West Cameroon and East Cameroon, can coexist as peaceful people in the same house,